You explained all the questions I had about my own character.
We are back on.
Yeah, I mean, Nick, you're essentially a eugenics lady.
Sorry, and just beat Hades for the first time.
Woo!
Oh, congratulations!
Yes!
Congratulations!
Oh, yeah!
Solve your daddy issues by stabbing.
Oh no! We've only completed leg 1.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sending you messages and questions because I'm excited. I love this game.
But anyway, so let's wrap this up first then.
Sure. Yeah.
What broad questions do you guys have? I'll answer them later if you can think of them, but you got any off the top of your head now?
So I guess kind of the biggest one is like, so the old guard of superheroes, they had done this challenge before to like stave them off.
So they basically were presented with it, and Paradigm realized that if they went through with it, they would make the wrong choice. So she did not let them make the choice. She basically pulled the sacrifice card, and doing so kind of broke the team. Because they basically tried to fight back against it, and it had some negative repercussions.
I see.
Without Paradigm, the team just disbanded. She kind of held them together.
I see.
So, was there an original plan for? I forget what Minerva's pre-download name was.
Oh, she was the.
Were there plans for her beyond like that 2-parter?
No, none at all. That was a complete. I rolled with the punches on that one.
The CMI.
The CMI. There we go.
Nope. Absolutely thought you'd resolve it that game. The decisions you made, I just went with, and I'm like, yep, all right, character stuff.
So from the beginning, my character was a seed of potential.
I hadn't decided completely, but I knew that the power source of the world was like energy that had been like kind of put into it by these entities. And I decided that someone with your power set had to be special in some way with that. And I kind of eventually decided that like you represented like kind of a wild card for them. Something that was an equalizer in their game. It was the only way I could think of to justify that much power.
Gotcha.
Equalize their game more than they wanted.
Yeah.
And I will say that I didn't make some stuff up. They were in mind from the beginning of the game.
Okay.
I absolutely had those two in mind. My goal was to kind of put you through a lot of like ethical and moral challenges to like kind of give you like these like freedom versus order things. I didn't want to go law chaos. It was more about like I wanted to go with like these themes of like personal freedom and like doing what you felt was best doing versus like doing what was best for society.
I'm gonna say, and this is not gonna be on the recordings because it was a personal thing with me. I got that during, I think it was literally session 2.
Well, it wasn't meant to be super hidden. I wanted you to make those choices.
No, I meant more like the PSC NPC conversation where I teleported up to deal with the meteor, and you were like, "Well, you hear some things now because you acted outside of the scenario."
Yeah, I mean, I probably tipped my hand a little too early, but I was always trying to like hint at it the whole time. That like Izzy got a hint session 1.
I mean, it wasn't a big hint. It was I literally thought there were going to be other people like me floating around, and they were going to be like another villain team, and we were going to have to face off against them.
That probably would have been a better idea, but that's not what happened.
Then the breaks eventually... No, like, literally, I have learned so much every single time I run a game for how to do that sort of stuff better.
No, you guys taught me a lot, too. Like, again, my major goal was to try to do that thematic thing, and it probably didn't work as well because I stuck too close to it. I needed to be more flexible, and that's kind of what you guys taught me about running this game. Even if I didn't always follow my own advice, which I apologize for.
No, like, dude, that's fair. Like, everybody learns things as they go. It's one of those things where I say I learned this, and I've also literally been GMing since I was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's always some.
Middle school, yeah.
Middle school.
Literally elementary school. It was bizarre.
I mean, third edition came out when I was in middle school, and that's what I bought. And my friend's mom worked as a special ed teacher, and she let us stay after school in her room, and that was where it started.
Mine was I joined a friend playing second ed, and then I bought third ed books and started GMing for my neighborhood, and we played like literally 2 or 3 times a week.
That sounds about right for kids.
Yep.
I've run a few games, only one of them successfully.
Wait, Kingdom Hearts your only succsuccessful game?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, the Ninjas game was fun.
They were fun, they were not memorable.
Izzy, your sub-GM in the Ninjas game when I was still in it was memorable.
No, you were not in the Ninjas games that I ran from beginning to
No,
end.
not the
Yeah, no, that was
you
yeah.
sub-GMing for what?
All right. Well, anyways, anyone have any other questions, or is that pretty much it?
I'm trying to, like, a lot of my questions about, like, what was going on with, like, where my powers came from and what happened to my parents, you literally tied up with a bow this session, so...
I'm going to sign off here, so thanks very much for running, Wax.
Yeah, I'm glad it came to
great playing things with you again.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll definitely have to do it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna approach you next time I start a game.
Sure. All right. Catch y'all later.
I don't know what that's gonna be, but
Yeah. Catch y'all later.
Bye, Ziggy. I'm glad it came to as good a conclusion as it did. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, so I'm super happy it came to a good conclusion. God damn it, Izzy. Thank you for adding your spark of magic to everything.
as you say, Izzy, you were holy shit, Izzy. That made everything real good.
You fucking Shazammed it, dude. I'm going to tell that to Jillian. I'm like, well, Izzy Shazammed it.
Izzy Shazammed it. It was a Shazam home run.
It was.
Yes.
I assume everyone knows the
Some might
reference.
say it was a grand Shazam.
I assume you guys know the reference, and if not, go watch Shazam, seriously.
Yeah, no, I got the reference. I didn't realize that's what I was doing until after you said it. I'm like, shit, I am doing that, aren't I?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, you kind of gave me all the pieces, and
As soon as you did it, I'm just like, oh shit. Oh no, this is way better than what I had in mind. Because I was like doing this thing where I was keeping track of points based on every decision you made, and as soon as you did that, I'm like, well, fuck that.
Fuck that. Playing field level. That's Serenity's job. Level the playing field.
Whatever, you just made this fun. Oh. Okay, I'm glad to be done with it too. I mean, that ran for what, almost a year?
I can tell you exactly how long it ran for. Our first session was Thursday, January 30th, 2020. So yeah, literally a full year.
Nice.
With 20 sessions, so we missed 6 weeks because we had an every other week schedule.
Yep. Solid.
So yeah.
I really didn't realize that ran for so long.
Would you like a copy of my notes for posterity?
You should. Izzy takes incredible notes.
You know what? Yes. Can you email them to me?
I was just going to shoot it to you through Discord.
They're mostly on Google Drive, Wex. Like, it's really easy to check, and honestly, I check Izzy notes over my own for many sessions.
I know, but that's why I asked them through Gmail. I'll be able to, even if you just send me a link on Gmail, that's how I'll remember it. So that's how I'll find it again.
Okay, I will get onto Gmail and do that right now.
Yeah, do you know my email?
I should. You need to give me a link so I can give you your token for my game.
Fair enough. I'll type it, I'll type it to you specifically. Yeah, I'm excited for your game, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't say it out loud. I'm not going to put it on screen just because we're recording still.
No, I am I'm messaging it to you. I just sent it to your Discord, my email.
Sure. Let me pull that up.
Okay. Wow. So Dan, I hope that was fun for you in the end too.
I definitely did enjoy the finale. I mean, yeah, I did have a lot of frustrations with the game, but yeah, no, I think the conclusion was fun. I got to
You were my favorite character though to actually do real emotional roleplay with.
and that's the thing is like that was the part of the game that I enjoyed. Yeah, I just
you gave me the most heart of anyone to actually like dig into, and I really liked that. So thank you. That was actually fun roleplay to do with you.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, I feel better now.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I think I was thinking about for the rival team, were they supposed to come in at that point, or were you planning on like having them in earlier?
I initially intended not to have one at all, and then you guys talked about wanting them, and I'm like, I probably should put one in. So I brought them in way too late. I came up with them much later. I didn't even percolate their idea until about halfway through.
I get to say, Wax, I feel like that sort of happened around in August when I talked to you about it. This happened immediately afterward.
Well, yeah, because I just was like, oh, I think they're right, and I feel bad, and I should have, and I do like rival teams.
Well,
So
I think it's also like I think at that point we were still, at least for the most part, we're thinking this was kind of like city level type of game.
Well, I think you also taught me I probably should have kept it that, but I went too grand, and it's a problem I have. Is sometimes I'm like I need grandness, and maybe I need to scale that back a little.
No, Wax, I think the big problem is you went too grand too fast.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. It was kind of abrupt.
I'd say the big problem is we went from city politics we went to the party. Party is where I see the big problem being. We went to like national politics, which felt like an important upgrade for our characters. And then a session later we went to goddamn like universal politics, and that was the problem.
Yeah, I handled it bad. I will own that. I handled that bad, and hopefully I learned from it. That's all I got.
I will also say the other thing is when we did the game over sessions, one session of game over I thought was fun, but I think that dragged a little too long.
The game over thing was way too
I'll tell you this right now. A big part, I think I talked to Nick, I fell out of love with this system halfway through playing.
Yeah, no, the system is kind of a mess in the same way that D&D 3.5 is a mess.
So, like, if I were ever to run a superhero game again, I will not use Mutants Masterminds, and I will have to find a new system that I like better. I'll probably try to find one that's more role-play-y, rather than like...
yeah, I think something you complete a little more fast and loose, I think, would work better, especially with these sort of...
I think I'm better at fast and loose.
I mean, we're going to see how fast and loose the Sentinel system is soon.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Wex, as much as I really don't like Powered by the Apocalypse, I think it is actually the sort of thing you'd be better at with like, as a GM.
I'm not going to be running a game anytime soon anyway. Well, I'm not going to be running a game like this again. I'm running my module D&D games, which have pre-written stuff for me, and I'm comfy doing that for my friends.
I mean, I'd say, like, do like a 5-second one-shot.
Not immediately. Talk to me a month into my unemployment, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, that's going to be the same for me. I'm going to start so many things when that happens.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I started the Danganronpa thing.
Yeah, I'm super sad I didn't get into the first round on that. Oh, well.
Well, I mean, other things like, I mean, your schedule might be tricky with doing Danganronpa 2, but if we can figure out a way to make it work.
I mean, I'm happy to try and make it work. Like I said, it's just, I owe my allegiance to my games that I run and play in, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I do get it. And I do got to sit down and I want to watch those. It's just going to be like, I got to be like, oh boy, all right.
Yep, first 2 parts are up on YouTube. So those are...
Also, be right back, guys.
Yeah, so the cut down versions are available on YouTube now.
Nice. I actually think I'm going to head to bed in a minute because that's as good a note as I'm going to get to go out on tonight.
Sounds good.
All right. Well,
And now we get to play some Pokemon!
yeah. Just click the link so I at least have you registered into the game, Wex, so I can give you your token.
Okay, yeah. I forgot. That's under the Pokemon, right?
Yep. All right, well, I guess this is where we're going to cut it. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Spectrum, and that was game.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
All right, solid.